Fest 9, the Jeremy Wade No Cancer Fighting Weekend. 30 bands, 2 stages, 2 hellacious days. $15 per night or $25 for the weekend. Includes fishing and camping. Metal Fest 9, sponsored by Imperial Tattoos, the Field TV Network, Dark Star TV, and Mike Taylor Sound. With special guests, Cold Steel Rail, Shovelhead, Year of the Gun, Two-Pump Jump, Cross Joint, Overload, Juke Joint Revival, Fudge Knuckle, and SWP. Dustin Swaggart, Nightshade, Celestial Serpent, Nothing's Wrong, Hidden Solace, Call Me Monster, Devil Be My Judge, Bastard Sons of a Judas Goat, Autumn Lies Buried, E Flat, Until the Dead Walk, Creature of Exile, Eulogy of Blood, Bradshaw, Lethian. Metal Fest 9 at the Boondocks Event Center in Shepherdsville, Kentucky. For more information, check it out on Facebook. Metal Fest 9, the Jeremy Wade No Cancer Fighting Weekend. Presented by Alan Ashbaugh.
Hello, everybody. We have been looking so forward to this episode, Metal Fest 9. After going so long with nothing in the books, this awesome show is coming up on the horizon with a great message and for a great call. Sammy, are you looking forward to this?
I'm highly looking forward to this. It's going to be a blast. Cold Steel Rail, my band, we're opening up the festival. It's going to be a really, really good time. Like Ed said, it's for a great cause, and I'm stoked to be a part of it.
The great thing about tonight's episode is we are getting the story. We are getting the backstory. We are getting the laughs. We are getting the tears. We are getting the true story of Metal Fest and all of its episodes. Before we bring on Alan Ashbaugh, I wanted to let you know that Rob Lyon is doing a live stream on the Waddy Stock page right after this episode. Dustin Swagger is doing a live stream on Saturday night at 8 o'clock tomorrow night.
So check those out if you get a chance. It's going to be good.
Definitely. They are a pair of great singer-songwriters, and you will enjoy their show. They're completely different, but you will enjoy their music. And next week, join us on Bourbon Time for J&J's Old Louisville Music Shop and the Dead Letterman. Again, another show we're looking forward to because everybody is asking about the Dead Letterman. But for now, let's bring up the guest of honor, and he's going to tell us some stories and the backstory of how everything went. Everybody, here is Alan Ashbaugh.
Hey, who's the guest of honor? I can't wait to meet this cat. What's up, Bourbon Time? How is everybody?
Doing
good,
great,
man. How about yourself?
Man, I'm staying safe out here, but I am on location at Imperial Tattoos here on Barrett. I'm fixing to have Cole. He's fixing to put the Metal Fest logo on my leg. That my man right here behind me, Mr. Sean Smallwood himself, drew up for us and for the cause. And here's my artist, Cole. And he said, so anyway, man. Come on down, get your appointment made. Come see Sean. Look at these awards behind me.
Hell yeah!
You know
We've
what I
all
mean?
heard great things about Imperial Tattoos.
Now they're sponsored.
They are our sponsorship, correct? And I couldn't ask for more, man. These guys are great. Beautiful shop. I'm in Cole's way, but hey, man, I've been looking forward to this interview for a long time. I'm really glad to see this happening. Thank you. I feel honored that you guys would give me this chance.
We are honored that you are doing this.
Well, we've got a good story for you. I'm gonna let Cole get that thing lined out, and but I'm ready. And before we start, I just want to thank everybody involved for the past 11 years of this. You're gonna meet, the guy who answered that phone call here in a minute and started this whole thing up with me 11 years ago. You're gonna meet people who are freshly in this, like Mr. Smallwood here. He just jumped on this year. He's gave up some things to be with us, and this is it's powerful movement, man. This is showing people getting together for a cause that's bigger than anything else out there right now. So there's a lot of people to thank, but you're gonna hear it all here in a little bit.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So anyway, how are y'all guys doing, man?
We're doing
y'all
great.
Ready for this?
Sipping
Y'all
a little
ready?
bit tonight. I got my Woodford Ridge.
Got my Evan Williams honey.
There you go. There you go. I did not bring a shot with me. I'm gonna air shot this tonight because and Chris is too, for a couple of reasons. One, I'm getting a tattoo and I don't want that thing to bleed out. I don't drink no more, so but I will be taking
I'll take one.
taking a few Saturday night after everything's said and done on July 25th on my 11th anniversary of doing Metal Fest. I will step on the stage and have a celebratory shot with everybody that attends the Metal Fest.
Well, I ain't that.
We'll be there.
Good. I hope you will. I mean, but this is a great event, and we got a lot of good people behind us. And I was hoping my drink was here, but it's not. You see our other side of the sponsorship out here smoking. Bad. I'm just playing. All right. Let's see if he's ready. You guys ready for this?
Oh yeah.
All right. How we want to start this? You guys ready?
Face down, ass up.
He said, to put it on the side of my leg. I get to lay down.
Hold on.
Tape it down the operating table.
Well, while we're waiting on you to get all ready and everything, why don't you go ahead and tell us about the man himself, the reason behind this whole festival?
Yes.
Wade, no.
Beautiful question, man. This is a great start. Jeremy was an asshole, but he was my asshole.
Aren't we all?
He was only an asshole to you if he liked you. If he didn't like you, he just wouldn't mess with you. And comes from good stock. He's got good family, brothers and sisters, and they all miss him terribly. But this cause and what he's representing means a lot to them too. So I take great pride in when I'm doing this for that family, because you don't meet many good families in this world, and when you do, you take care of them.
Yes.
Jeremy comes from good people, and I hope Jane and Jeff and everybody out there, Jennifer, knows that I would never do anything to ever disrespect his name. May it rest in peace forever, and keep fighting cancer until it can get in its fucking teeth.
Well, since we're starting at the beginning, and we're wanting to start at the beginning of Metal Fest itself, it's probably best to start with how you and Mr. Jeremy himself, how you all ended up connecting in the first place.
We have a mutual friend. His name's Corey Higgs. And I used to date a girl, and Corey used to date her sister kind of thing. And we hooked up, and we was cool, and I met Jeremy, and he was just like me, redneck, fishing, kind of had an attitude problem. I liked him. So, that was 2000, 1999, 2000. Long time ago. But we made it happen.
I'll go back a ways.
Yeah, a long time, man, long time. I want to just like. But yeah, so I got a phone call in April of 2009 that said Jeremy was sick, and the cancer had spread, and it didn't look like a recuperation was possible. But so they had a party in out there at a friend of ours' house with Resonate. Toy and them did a great job. They raised a little money. But with all honesty, Jeremy kind of wanted to get away from mom and family and kind of just forget. If that makes sense. I know it's kind of weird that he wanted to go someplace to forget, and we start Metal Fest. I mean, I know it's weird, but it's kind of how it happened. So I spent about 6 weeks on the phone looking for old boy the cowboy hat on to come out and play Leonard Skinner for small country boys like us. And at the time, I couldn't do it. Couldn't find anybody who really wanted to participate without, a big chunk of change. And I got a phone call from this guy that says, hey, man, if your buddy will handle 30 minutes of metal, we'll dedicate the rest of the day to him having a great time. And if you'll click my man in here, I'd love to introduce to y'all.
He hasn't logged in yet.
He's fired as my VP. All right. He's fired. Anyway.
Burns was on for a second.
Huh? So anyway, that phone call was answered by Mr. Chris Justice. Nothing like I expected. And he said, if your buddy will handle 30 minutes of metal, my band will come out and dedicate the rest of the day to him having a great time.
Now, who is Chris Justice exactly? Go ahead and let everybody know.
He is not only is he the right hand and the guy that answered that call, but he also is the guitarist for Eulogy and Blood, and one of the founding members and guitarist for Louisville's Legends of Dissension. If y'all remember them guys back in the day.
Yeah, I think everybody knows Dissension.
Yeah, I think everybody knows who the fuck Dissension is. So, and when I met with them guys, I didn't know that not only they were as big as they were, but they was fixing to bring me what they brought me. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense, man.
He's placing my tat right now, so I'm being real still. But anyway,
is that why you're wearing the bandana so we don't see the pain in your face?
That's it, brother. I don't want to see y'all watch y'all see me cry. I mean, man, Cole's the man. I ain't worried about that. But I do want to get this story out, man. It's important to me. It's important to the family, the No family. We all kind of miss him. And this July 25th will be the 11th anniversary of that very first show. Well, and just so people know, that show started off on a hay trailer with a karaoke machine PA.
Damn.
Yeah. Hey, gotta start somewhere.
Come a long way. Come a long way.
It has definitely came a long way, but let me tell you something. If it wasn't for the support of locals, Imperial Tattoo right here, or the Bill TV, or if it wasn't for local, guys. Can y'all see my leg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Yeah, dude.
Y'all ain't gonna laugh at me if I cry, are you?
Hell no.
Nah.
By the way, you guys up there, tell them if they want to be on the show, have one of them reach out to us, and we'll do a whole segment on Imperial.
Yeah, they're actually on our list.
All right, yeah. Well, I think we got some thumbs up. People heard. But before I let this man stab me here a few times, y'all say hi to Cole. He's my artist here. He's fixed to take care of me. So if I come up dead here in a couple of days, look at him.
We'll make sure to put the word out if anything happens. Don't hurt our dude.
No, I'm in safe hands, brother. I'm in the family here. But yeah, man. So we did that first show, and here's the thing about it is, at 9 o'clock that night, I had Society's Plague on the stage, and it was just rain happened.
You might want to go back.
Go back?
He's in the chair.
You might want to go back to repeating like the beginning of that sentence. Most of the first part of it cut out.
Okay. Metal Fest 1 was just supposed to have been a party. A couple of Jeremy's buddies, and because of Chris Justice, the band Dissension, Skinny J from LRS, and all the band's participation, it turned out over the top, more than we expected. And it was kind of like a smacking, like awakening, I guess you could say. We was all excited. I mean, we even trashed the bar. It was crazy. But let me tell you, and this is a true story. Before that event happened, I walked to the neighbor's house and told everybody, hide your dogs, put the goats away. I don't know what these metalheads are going to sacrifice your chickens to, but so at noon that day, Red Eyed Lies took at 1 o'clock that day, Red Eyed Lies took the stage, and it was about 101 degrees, like July 25th, 2009. And my second band went on the stage. My third band calls and says they have a flat tire on the way. They're not going to make it.
Oh, that's rough.
I had Society's Plague coming in from Lexington. I couldn't put them guys on early. I got headlining acts towards the end of the night. Antikythera was there. Dissension was there. I mean, it was just a great lineup. I couldn't put nobody on early. I didn't know what to do. Fresh in the game. And Joe Shelburne from Red Hot Lives walked up to me and said, Alan, Jeremy can't have silence in the air. This is his fuck cancer party. Let's throw down. I said, dude, look at your drummer. You can't do it. And I looked at my phone. It was 104 degrees when he said that. And he said, Alan, we got you. And when they climbed up on that hay wagon, man, I swear to you, they said, Jeremy, we had to do it again. And they threw down like it was their first time ever. They gave it everything they had. There's more passion on that hay wagon trailer than you could put in any church ever. It was amazing.
Takes a lot, man. It takes a lot to pull a second set after, especially in that kind of heat.
Right. With no preparation. So a lot of respect and a lot of love. And I'll never forget that moment, how I felt.
Yeah,
I was surrounded by people who gave a lot of care, and that was amazing. And, 11 years later, I'm still surrounded by them people. Joe Shelburne, he's going to be at the show. Chris Justice is my VP. I mean, these people have been with me for, 11 years now.
See, and that just shows the character of these individuals and how much they actually care about this cause and you yourself.
Right. None of us, this ain't about money that we make. Chris don't make no money. Alan Ashbaugh don't make no money. But we love it so much. We couldn't quit if we wanted to.
That's a good thing. I mean? It's a good thing because this cause is never going to end. It's never going to end. We hope it will, but it's most likely never going to end. And it's going to take everybody like you and Chris Justice and everybody else you mentioned to try to actually win this battle.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to take all of us to educate ourselves on what's causing, and early detection is the key. Sitting back and waiting until it's too late is what Jeremy did. And that's where we got to change things, which is the reason why Metal Fest is an all ages event. That way, when the kids come in, I can put into their heads, it's okay to go to a doctor. Well, there is the man himself, Mr. Justice.
Come on, Chris. Nice to meet you, buddy.
You guys use Chrome. I use Microsoft Edge. Chrome's taking over the world.
Actually, we're using Microsoft Edge too.
Oh, it wouldn't let me in. It wouldn't let me in because I told you I was phone parted.
Well, how you doing today, Chris?
Good. How about you guys?
Doing well, man. Doing well. We've had Alan on here for a couple minutes talking, and this man he told us a couple minutes ago that you were the original person from the phone call.
That was an accident.
It was no accident, brother. That was no accident.
That was not the country band he was looking for.
He was that country bumpkin we was all looking. Yeah.
I almost missed his call because I don't usually take phone calls from strange numbers, but I actually answered it that day for some odd reason.
Well, that's a good thing. What we hear, man, you're kind of one of the main people that helped kick all this off, and it's a wonderful cause, dude. It's a wonderful cause.
He's a man.
I'm a metal guy that wanted to play guitar. It was it. And he gave me a platform to do it.
You may have had a smaller intention, but the ending result ended up being a lot more than what you originally anticipated.
Hey, Alan, your other guest is backstage waiting, so let us know when you're ready.
All right, brother. All right. So, Chris, I was telling him I was to the point about Joe Shelburne getting on stage for the second time that hot July 25th, 2009.
Well, every year is hot except for 1 October. That was bitter cold. That was a big difference.
It was a huge difference.
Yeah, the flatbed. That was the greatest thing. I remember rolling up to Metal Fest 1 and seeing the flatbed.
The hay wagon trailer, yeah, that metal trailer.
I was like, tires are flat and it ain't going nowhere. That's what I was told. I was like, okay, well, we'll put our equipment up here.
Tires are flat. You never got to, did you?
No, it rained. We had to hurry up and push everything inside and pretty much save the festival at the end. We were chucking equipment into a building that really wasn't ready for that size of people.
And the PA man was driving across the field with the rainstorm, and the people were throwing beer bottles at him because he was leaving us.
Oh yeah,
Remember?
yeah. We ended up playing two. I mean, what was it? Antikythera and us. It was
And
a
Slaughter
couple.
the Week.
Yeah, it was a Slaughter of the Week. Yeah, it was a couple like some of the loudest bands in the city at the time, and we played on 2 10-inch speakers and like a 100-watt PA system because the guy who originally was doing sound jetted. And I was like, all right, well, we'll make do. And we did. I mean, poor Ernie
Yep.
and guys, we tore the place apart, but I mean,
They loved it.
it worked out. It worked out in the end. Everybody had fun,
Yeah, nobody got hurt. Nobody got in trouble. It was a good time.
If
except
the
for the
ending
sink.
result
Yeah,
was
the
good,
sink
man,
ended up out front.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that.
if the ending result was good, man, you got to pay attention to the results. That's what you got to count.
Well, here's the
Absolutely.
thing, man. Here's the thing is, after that show was over, I woke up the next morning and I walked inside the venue and I walked beside Big Ernie, who is the deed holder, him and his cousin Scott. And I said, wiping blood off my forehead because I'm not going to name no sister's names who I love very dearly. But my head got rammed to the jukebox. So I'm not going to call her out on it.
It may or may not been my wife that did that to you. I'm not saying it because I don't want to incriminate anybody.
Exactly how this
It was
happened.
good stuff. But yeah, so I walked up and I'm wiping blood away from my forehead to tell this guy I'm sorry about his jukebox. And I looked to my left and I looked down that hallway and I saw that bathroom sink in the hallway from the men's room. And I said, oh, dude, what do I owe you? And he said, dude, that was the best party I've ever had. Will you do it again next year?
That's great.
So it started, we booked the second show and we planned and worked on it. And Daniel Finley helped build that bill and Chris there built that second lineup. And April 28th came. We celebrated Jeremy's birthday. And then May 1st of 2010, I lost my friend. And I canceled Metal Fest 2.
So Jeremy himself, he was at Metal Fest 1 though, right?
Yes. Yes. In fact, Red Eyed Lies is the only band that's ever played for Jeremy twice.
Now it is a shame that he is gone, but
Bro, he's stronger now than he ever was. Are you kidding me?
Everybody find solace that he was at least able to be there for the very first one.
Bro, are you kidding me? He's with me at all of them. Right beside me, homie. Don't think Jeremy No ain't still riding back.
Person.
Hey, he's still with us. And, I used to make jokes about it. It's the only time I can smell his stinky ass, but here lately it's getting more and more.
Now, that's a good one, buddy. That's a good one.
But, I canceled that second show. Couldn't do it. And Mr. Justice there, right there below me there, this great feller kind of over here, however I point up, right there, he ain't made that call again. He says, you can't now. Need it now more than ever. So he pushed me on that stage at Metal Fest 2 at Havoc on the Farm. I was in between Ohm Set and Dissension, which was my headliners. And I had to tell them the Jeremy Wade No story. And I said that Jeremy wore a black wristband that said F***K cancer. And I said, people, that's just how I feel. Fuck cancer. And them people at Metal Fest 2, which one of them's here somewhere hiding from me, she's up front, screamed as loud as they could, fuck cancer. And it kind of took over from that moment. So without even asking Scott and Ernie or even Chris for help, I said, all right, so we're doing number 3 a year from here right now. And they said, yeah, fuck cancer. So Metal Fest 3 took over. What a time, Chris. Woo!
All right, so going into Metal Fest 3, what was that like after doing the first year without Jeremy present, as far as personally? How was number 3 in comparison to number 2? Like the setting it up, promoting.
Here's the thing is, for me personally, all right, being a friend of Jeremy's, a friend of the family's, for me personally, it was easier for 3 than it was for 2. I just lost him. But after 2, I saw the support that guys like the guys below me and the bands that were on that bill. I mean, I came off that stage crying like a 2-year-old little girl who just had their sucker taken. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And expecting metal to just eat me alive. Instead, they embraced me. And they cared too. And there she is.
Hello.
What's up, Justice?
Look, he looks even smaller. I didn't think it was possible.
All right.
So yeah, man.
After we get through Metal Fest 3, what we think we're gonna do is pull both of y'all down, put our video box up, and we're gonna put y'all backstage for a minute. Pull up the Metal Fest banner and run that commercial for you guys again.
Sounds great, brother. Awesome.
Pull you back up. So before we cut to, I guess, a commercial, why don't you go ahead and both of you all explain to us from each of your perspectives what Metal Fest 3 was from beginning to end, from beginning of the process to the end of the process.
Go ahead, VP.
Well, the difference between Metal Fest 1 and 3, and even 2 in there, 1 was basically like 12 bands. It was 12 bands, a small PA, and it was basically, like you said, it was a party.
And all these bands do it for the charity. Like, they don't charge
charity. Yeah, it's for the metal community. It's for, if it's for everybody.
Now that alone shows how much the metal community themselves care and are actually, better people than what the normal people would describe them as.
Well, yeah, and a lot of bands get up there and they have stories too. Everybody has a story. Everybody's lost somebody to cancer. Everybody has something in particular. So most of the bands, I'm going to say 90%, that share the Metal Fest stage with us has their story to tell. They do it for a reason. So
they all got their Jeremy story,
right? So when they have we give them a platform to be able to do that, to get up there and not just play music for people, but have a story to tell people as well, to give them their story and give them their space and give them their time to tell their story. But it went from 12 bands on that first one to 30. That was, if you count the drum circle at the third, it was like 40 bands. That was the big jump. So it went from the one flatbed trailer, and by 3 we had 2 professional stages with Mike Taylor.
We had one.
It was 1 at 3? Yeah, you're right. So we swapped out 30 bands into that one stage, but it was a nice stage. It was nice lighting with great sound. And it really it went from just a party to an actual, in my opinion, a festival. Lots of bands. And the word got spread pretty quick because there's not a lot of real like underground metal festivals in the city, or at least there wasn't at the time. To my knowledge, because I've been playing, through bands through the last 20 years in Louisville, and there wasn't real like outdoor underground metal festivals. And this one accidentally turned into, a big one. It's my favorite. We play it every year. Dissension played it every year that we were together, and Eulogies played it every year that they've been together. So it was like it's a big time for us. It was like it became a vacation time type deal for me. We'd set aside vacation time because we're going to spend the whole weekend. We were there Thursday to Sunday, daylight to dusk, playing and bring your acoustics. Sit by the campfire, because that's the coolest thing. It's not just the music, but it's the after.
The networking, the fellowship, the friendship.
Once the metal's done, once the metal is done, man, everybody hangs out. It's still campsites, and you can just walk around talking to people, and it just becomes one big community. It's something myself hasn't really experienced other than a couple of times, being on tours and shit. So it's really nice to have something like that in Louisville, and a lot of people still don't know about it, because we do it out in Shepherdsville on private land. It's at the Boondocks, and it's called Boondocks for a reason.
Yes, it is.
We catch trees on fire.
Live agreement. That comes later. That's a story for later.
Now, with you, Chris, you're a musician, and you play for Eulogy and Blood, correct?
Correct. Yep.
So, from your perspective, what we're getting is from a musician's standpoint and somebody who helps set up the festival and keep it running, right?
Right.
Now, you, aside from Jeremy, do you have other people that are your reason to help with this cause, to fight?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, between me and my wife, I've lost uncles, aunts, both my grandmothers, my grandfather had cancer. So yeah, I mean, it's for me, it's very therapeutic. I play metal for a reason too. I can play all kinds of different styles. I come from Eastern Kentucky. I can play bluegrass, but I do metal because it lets me get things out. And that, I think, being a part of Metal Fest and just knowing that I'm giving other musicians and having the opportunity to give other musicians a platform to, kind of get out what they want to get out as well. Like I said, I've been affected, several family members, and so is my wife, because of cancer. And so it's like I said, everybody's got a story.
Yeah. I mean, I feel that personally. My dad, he passed away when I was real young from bone cancer.
Sorry.
That's the reason that I'm real big about this festival, and the whole reason that my band Cold Steel Rail, like, of course, each member has their own thing, but as for my part of it, I'm stoked that we get to play the festival because of my part.
And you get your platform. See, there's your platform. You get your stage, and you can go up there and just tell your entire story. You don't even have to play music. We do, because that's what we do. We're musicians, but that's the opportunity that I think this presents to people that most people don't understand. That there's a stage there. Take your stage, utilize that. Utilize that for your message, to get out what you need to get out, and because other people, and realize that other people out there feel what you feel. They understand it. Yeah. So I mean, I think that's the great thing about it, and that's why I love staying involved with it, is because of the community that it creates. We've had, this is the 9th one over 11-year span, and we've had like one incident where there was an argument or altercation. One. We're talking hundreds of people in mosh pits, middle of July and August at hottest temperatures, sweating and just out there grueling heat.
I'm going to say it's a pretty good record.
One altercation. Now, knock on wood, I'm in my studio, I can do that.
Yeah, of course.
One altercation, and that was kind of just like end of the night, maybe too much to drink. And
they were locals, and they were they were the regulars. It
wasn't even the Metal Fest community. So it was like, it's been a pretty good record. Like you said, that's a pretty good stint. And hopefully it continue, because that's the idea. Everybody out there is it doesn't matter how heavy the music is or not, because that's
sorry.
No, go ahead. That's the beauty of it. It's a metal platform, and we started throwing rock in there. We've had country bands, we've had rap artists, R&B, we've had we've had an array. This year. We've had an array of musicians out there. It wasn't just Metal Fest, and it's not just about metal music. We called it that because that's what it ended up being, is more metal bands than anything else that came, and would do it for free.
So because all are welcome.
And they come from all over.
Yeah, everybody on this bill is local, regional. We have a couple guys coming out from like Wisconsin and stuff that are playing through tours, but they're doing it for free. They're doing it because they're for the charity. They're doing it for the love of it. They're doing it for the idea behind the Metal Fest. They're doing it for the love. And
hey, why don't since instead of making them guys wait all night, why don't we bring them out after this commercial?
Yeah, we can talk to those guys. Yeah.
We'll bring Bernardo out, and we'll talk with him a little bit. Let's get that commercial ran. We'll do that. We'll bring Bernardo out. I miss him anyway.
Y'all just hang backstage for a little bit. It won't be too long, just a couple minutes, and we'll pull y'all back up, and we'll pull the rest of the guests on.
Guys. You ain't crying, Becker, are you, Alan?
Well, I forgot he was down there. He probably want me to stay still.
Sean, you got to.
Bluetooth.
Wait, no Cancer Fighting Weekend. 30 bands, 2 stages, 2 hellacious days. $15 per night or $25 for the weekend. Includes fishing and camping. Metal Fest 9, sponsored by Imperial Tattoos, the Bill TV Network, Dark Star TV, and Mike Taylor Sound. With special guests, Cold Steel Rail, Shovelhead, Year of the Gun, Two-Pump Chump, Cross Joint, Overload, Juke Joint Revival, Fudge Knuckle, and SWP. Dustin Swagger, Nightshade, Celestial Serpent, Nothing's Wrong, Hidden Solace, Call Me Monster, Devil Be My Judge, Bastard Sons of a Judas Goat, Autumn Lies Buried, E Flat, Until the Dead Walk, Creature of Exile, Eulogy of Blood, Bradshaw, Lethian, Metal Fest 9 at the Boondocks Event Center in Shepherdsville, Kentucky. For more information, check it out on Facebook. Metal Fest 9, the Jeremy Wade No Cancer Fighting Weekend. Presented by Alan Ashbaugh.
Okay, before we bring everybody up, just want to take a second, let everybody share this video, get people watching it. This is a great cause, and people need to know about this festival. Everybody has somebody in their life that was affected by cancer. We need to band together and fight this. Sammy?
I agree with Eddie on this. You know, y'all share the video. Get the word out about Metal Fest. Metal Fest 9. It's going to be in Shepherdsville, Kentucky at the Boondocks over off, I think, Old Beech Grove Road, if I'm not mistaken. July 24th and July 25th. It's going to be a blast, and it's to raise money for, you know, in my opinion, the best cause. Because, again, I've personally been affected by cancer in itself amongst my family over my life. And that's the whole reason my band's playing it, is because we all have our own story, and we know that it's a great cause. We know that the world's kind of crazy right now with the COVID, and you know, we have masks at Metal Fest. They're going to be available for you to purchase. I'm sure it wouldn't be a problem if you brought your own, of course. Everybody's just going to try to do it, but we still got to fight for the cause. It's a risk worth taking, in our opinion. That's why I'm still doing it. I'll have my mask on the stage and everything. It's still a good cause, and the money needs to be raised to help fight it.
All right, let's bring everybody up. Here's Alan. Hey, Alan.
What's up, guys? I'm stepping outside to
were the needles
catch
too
some
much?
fresh air.
Were the needles?
Look at that ear. Plink. So what's up, everybody?
Here comes Chris.
Mr. Justice.
And here comes Burns.
Now I'm not even gonna say it. Bernard, hey, what's up, my brother? Where you been?
Working.
Oh man, don't cuss me like that.
Yeah, man. It's working, jamming. Just getting ready for the show, getting ready to come down to Kentucky again.
Yeah, we can't wait, brother.
Yeah, so the viewers know.
Yeah,
What's that?
Bernardo, go ahead. Introduce Celestial Serpent for me.
Whereabouts are you from?
My name is Bernardo Mendia. I'm from Twin Lakes, Wisconsin. I play in a technical death metal band from Northern Illinois area called Celestial Serpent. We're actually a brand new band. We used to be called Purge for many years, probably about 10 years, maybe 10, 11 years. And we went by that name for a long time. Went through a lot of lineup changes. Played a lot of bigger
Bernardo, hey.
shows.
So Bernardo, hey man, let's rewind this just a little bit, man. I met you a few years back. For everybody out there listening, my man rode a Harley from out there in Wisconsin to come be a fill-in for an amazing band. Where is Enter Decay from?
They're from Chicago.
It's a long trip
And-
on the bike, man.
Yeah, it's
Good, do it again.
yeah, it was a good 6 hours, 6-7 hours of riding.
I bet it was a nice ride.
Yeah, it was pretty nice. It was a little rough. I came down on a sporty, so
Ah,
yeah. And then the guys only wanted to stop for 5 minutes to fill up, and that was about it. So it was pretty much nonstop all the way on a fucking sporty. So.
legs, no walking room.
Well, I remember him getting there. I thought, man, did he just grab that horse all the way here? And he sure enough, like, man, I couldn't believe he came from that kind of a distance. And you're fixing to do that again, ain't you?
Hell yeah, yeah. It was a good time, real good time.
Well, I'm really excited that the 502 welcomed you in and made you feel that way, man. That's what we want people to leave with, that feeling of welcomeness, And I remember seeing you pull in, and me and you kicked it off right from the jump. And I'm sure glad to have you come back. And sharing that event up there where you're at helps us out. Sharing this little video helps us out. So from my heart, brother, gracias, amigo. I appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's honestly an honor to have you on the show, just like with Alan and Mr. Chris.
Thank you.
The Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it. My boys are very excited about it too. To come down, I told them how much fun the first one, the first one I went to was. So yeah, they're really excited to come down. We got some people that we're going to be bringing with us too. I got a big ass Bourbon. We're just going to fill it up and fill up the trailer with the gear and come down.
Bring them down, brother. Hey, we'll take care of them. We'll treat them like family, like you know how we do. And hopefully we send them guys back with the same message you're leaving with. With positive people trying to get a positive message out, even though we're metalheads.
You bring the Wisconsin beer, we'll bring the Kentucky bourbon.
Hell yeah.
We're going to bring some beer, let me tell you.
Well, there will be some good Kentucky Shine up there. We're going to have some good Kentucky Shine too, Bernardo, me and you, brother.
Stay in touch with me.
Yeah, definitely.
And we'll get each of y'all's bands a segment. We'll plan it out to where each of you all have a week for y'all's own bands on here, like we're doing for Metal Fest.
That'll be awesome. Man.
Yeah.
We actually have another band from Wisconsin that's going to be on an episode in 3 weeks.
Sweet. What band?
Cavalcade.
No, they're Michigan.
Are they Michigan?
Yeah.
I thought they were Wisconsin.
No, Cavalcade's Michigan.
Oh, well, they're up north.
Other side of the lake.
Get a chance to look up Cavalcade, man. They're really good.
Look at you, dog, bleeding like a damn stuffed pig, man.
You can't mix up Wisconsin and Michigan, man. I'm a Packers fan, so you can't do that. You can't do that. Don't do that. What's the tattoo?
Leg.
It's looking good, ain't it?
Yeah.
So we're just taking a little break, but I didn't want Bernardo sitting back here too long. I know it's Friday, he's probably got things going on, but I wanted to bring him out. I wanted to everybody know how much it means to me that he's coming this far, brother. It means a lot, and I'm using that as a promoting tool, but personally, it means a lot to me, bro. It shows the true passion behind the metal community on fighting this case with me. So
absolutely. And I wanted to show you guys too. We're going to bring some of these bad boys down with us. I don't know if you can see it right there on the wall.
Oh,
No.
right on.
right on.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
How much you gonna be
We're
running?
going to have some Celestial Serpent shirts, and we're going to donate that to the cause too. So
How much
everything
they gonna be
we make
running?
on shirts.
No, hey, brother, I want to help local artists like you guys coming and doing this, man. You don't have to donate. You're donating your time, your talents, and you're driving 6 hours to do this. I'm here to help you guys. I want you to get that market out here, and I want my bands in Louisville to come and say, hey, we need Celestial Serpent in Louisville, and I want Celestial Serpent to go, oh man, we need Eulogy and Blood up here bad. We got a great show for them. You know,
Oh,
so
yeah.
we want you to come down here, and I want you to make money off that merch. So when you leave there, you got a little something in your pocket, a great memory, and you can flourish from that.
Right.
So,
Well,
Burn,
I
how much
appreciate that.
are your shirts going to be selling for?
$10. You know, we don't really charge a lot for our shirts.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
And
I
what
definitely
day
will
are
be
you guys
buying one.
I think they're Saturday.
Yeah, we'd rather sell them for less than sell a lot more. So
Right.
that's what we do.
Cool. And
That's the musician way, man.
Hey,
are y'all
you gotta
playing?
do it. We play metal, man. You got to do what you got to do when you play this type of music. So
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Are you guys going to be playing on Friday or Saturday?
I don't know yet. Haven't really found out
I
yet.
believe they're slated for Saturday night.
Saturday night.
Yeah.
Okay, right on. Cool. Awesome.
Hey,
We
Alan.
try to keep our heavier bands because if you haven't had a chance to check out his band yet, these guys are super heavy.
Yeah, we were actually listening to a couple of their songs earlier.
Yeah, we was
amazing band. Yeah, so like
You guys, we're actually in the process of recording. Did you guys get the one with the vocals on it yet, or was it just instrumental?
we got the some of the older stuff.
Okay.
Yes.
I can send you guys. I can send you guys some tracks. We're recording right now. We got everything recorded except the bass. So I
Crazy, dude.
can send you guys that, and you guys can check it out. Let me know what you guys think.
That'd be great. Yeah. Awesome.
And everything. And like I said, we'll get you on a segment of your own, and we'll be able to have you promote and
Cool, man. Absolutely.
Hey, Alan, you ready to bring up the new guy?
What is it?
You ready to bring up the new guy?
Bring up the new guy.
General, you want a tattoo about this big, right?
Everybody, it's Rob Lyon. His band Springliner is playing Saturday evening.
Rob, how you doing, brother?
All right.
Woo! Hey, breathe again for a minute. Woo! How is everybody?
Doing well, doing well.
Very good.
Doing good.
So, hey, Rob. Hey, let me ask you, man. I know what Metal Fest means to me personally. I know what it means to Chris, and I mean Bernardo's coming from Twin Lakes, Wisconsin. But Springliner, you're well known. You've got a good following, a great sound. What's it like for you guys coming in here and fighting for this cause with me?
Well, we're not a metal band, but this is a good cause. I talk about it every weekend on my podcast. I feature an artist called Cigars and Guitars, and on my podcast, I feature an artist every week on that show. And I think this thing's gonna be huge. I think it's good. I did not know Jeremy Wade before I moved here. I've seen where this has happened the last few years, and I've always part of it to go, how do I get involved with that? And this year I was just asked. It's like, yes.
I'm glad you feel that way, man. I feel that way every time I get somebody like Springliner or Jude Joint Revival to jump on this bill. This cause is near and dear to my heart. I've been on this fight against cancer for 11 years. The night you take the stage, you'll actually be playing mine and Chris's 11th anniversary. Actually, everybody on the screen here will be there for the 11th anniversary of Metal Fest 1, and there's a lot of people that deserve a huge shout out, a big thank you for all of this. I received these thank yous and all this, but there's so many people behind me that need to hear it too. Mr. Justice being one, Jeff Childers, Mike Taylor Sounds. That guy took his punches with us. Let me step outside, guys, so I can talk a few more minutes without this mask on.
We put Mike Taylor through it. That poor sound guy.
Oh man, Mike Taylor has been through the ringer with us, but he's still there, and I couldn't ask for a better quality of sound. And everybody here, I believe, Rob, I'm sure with all the years you've been at this, you've been with Mike Taylor somewhere along the line. But he is very professional. He's got an ear for it. He's not just a musician, but he's an extreme sound man. And
he's really, really good at what he does. That is a fact.
As far as this festival, I don't think
video with this concert. Bring my nice camera, not my phone.
Yeah. Well, you know, thanks to Ville TV, thanks to Dark Star TV, they're going to be filming, you know, all weekend long. The cameras will be everywhere on us. So, you know, guys, this is the year that we could really break through and change some lives and rattle some cages, and that's our goal. That's our goal. One person, guys. One person is what we're trying to change.
Well, hell yeah. Hopefully that'll manage to accomplish that goal. I'm sure you will, no doubt.
Yeah, I mean, you know, one's our goal, but a million's we won't settle for less. You know, we want as many as we can.
Good. And like I said,
as much as it is a charity,
I didn't know.
Alan's always preached that it's more about the awareness. I think that's where like a big part of it comes in too, is because when Alan usually takes the stage and gives his commentary, and it's usually about awareness. It's making people aware. You know, he tells people to go get checked out. He tells people if you see something that's, you know, wrong, take care of it. Don't wait on it. People who wait end up being sorry about it. You know, so and
cancer. You don't wake up and go, "Oh my God, my side hurts. I got cancer." When you do, it's too late.
Yeah.
That's why checkups are important. That early detection, going in there, getting that checkup, that blood work, that's the key to beating this. It's not money. They make $28.7 billion a year. Why are they going to take? We can't take it away from them. So we've got to smarten up and get to where chemo and radiation ain't our only options. That makes sense?
Right.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Now, Burns,
let me ask you something. Is there camping on the weekend?
Here.
Yes.
Alan said that you have some other things that you got to get done today. So we want to try to get as much from you as we can before you have to get off air. What would you like to discuss in your band and metal and what is your story and your personal connection to this festival?
Who?
Burns?
Yeah, I didn't have an idea in my head. It just was fucking random.
Can you hear me, Burns?
Oh yeah. What was the question?
I'm trying to figure out what your personal story is, because Alan said that you had some other things you had to do this evening, and we're not trying to keep you tied up, you know. So we want to go ahead and talk to you as much as we can and get your story. So,
right.
What's your
well, you know, honestly, I haven't really ever known anybody who's had cancer, but I absolutely support trying to fight it. I have a digestive condition myself that puts me at high risk of cancer. So I've never had it, but I am at very high risk of getting it. I probably will get it at some point in my life. So that's another reason why I, you know, kind of support this. So just about making people aware and to make sure they're going to get those checkups.
See, and that just shows that people who have a personal connection in that kind of way, like there's still support all across the board.
Pillow. I'm gonna use my Bible. So
a little bit about your and everything. I know you said you're up in Wisconsin. What all y'all got going on besides recording, buddy?
You know, it's really just working, taking care of the family, and playing in my other two bands. I play in a band out of Milwaukee called Kazadum. I don't know if you heard of those guys. I play guitar for them. And I play drums for another black metal band called Luciferum. Those guys are Luciferum, yeah, from the same area as
all your stuff, buddy. Send us some links to all your stuff, and we'll check you out, and we'll try to, like I said, get you a segment on here of your own.
And cool, man. Yeah, very cool.
You got anything else that you'd like to discuss or talk about before you have to go, or?
No, I think I said everything I needed to say. Celestial Serpent, we'll have T-shirts. We're gonna come down there. We're ready to fucking kill. So anybody who likes brutal death metal, we like very fucking brutal music, very fast, high speed, very technical. So we're there to support cancer awareness, and we're there to, you know, play some fucking brutal death metal. So,
yeah, man.
We're doing.
Forward to seeing you. I really
Well, listen,
do.
hey, Bernardo, before you go, brother, I got something to say, man. I just want to say thank you from all the committee members, from the Deneau family, from the 502 music scene. We all thank you for coming down here and sharing your music with us. And we hope you leave, you just have another want to come back again, brother. We hope you have a great time, and we're welcoming. You're coming down with open arms.
Cool, man. Hell yeah.
All right, brother.
I look forward to seeing you guys, man.
Yeah, hang around as much as you'd like, man. I mean, we're not trying to rush you off. We just knew that you had other things to attend to, so we wanted to get as much as we could out of the way with you, so there's nothing left behind,
Right. No, I appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. I'm gonna get going. I do got some things to take care of here, but thanks for having me, and I look forward to meeting you guys at the festival.
Oh, for sure, buddy. For sure,
brother.
Stay in touch with us.
Look forward to seeing you again, Alan.
Be safe,
We'll
man.
talk to you some more, buddy.
See you, bro. I'll see you in a month, man. Later. So yeah, if that don't show what kind of people we're dealing with out here at Metal Fest, they're coming a long way away just to play this set for an awareness of cancer that affects us all. I mean, them guys, he's coming from Wisconsin, dude. All I can say is fuck cancer.
That's why I always say regional. I say regional.
Right.
We've had bands from Chicago, we've had a lot of bands from Florida wanting to come up too.
Yeah.
We just can't accommodate so many bands. we're still a small festival. We tried, yeah, but poor Mike. It's like, hey, Mike, I see you do 15 bands. Can you do 30? Can you do 60 now? How about 80? 80 bands?
Hey, I've pushed him to the limit once or twice.
We've made it through Metal Fest 3. So
yeah, Metal Fest 3, that was fun. There's a lot of good video on YouTube of Metal Fest 3, blowing up the night skies with Incursion and the fireworks. And, between Metal Fest 2 and Metal Fest 3, I had walked into the Boondocks one day and I met this lady in there, and she was battling cancer. She had a little pink hat on with little hair, and she weighed about 90 pounds at 6'2", and didn't know many people in the world, had no support team. So I invited her to Metal Fest, of course. And once I say this woman's name, we're all going to laugh because we know exactly what I'm talking about. But Elizabeth Wilson came into Metal Fest 3 and made friends with every person at the event. She didn't stop all weekend long. She was banging her head and beating on Bubba Cope's drums out there and it was awesome. And at Metal Fest 4, that lady come back, threw her hat off in the crowd on my stage, said that she beat cancer because of support from the local metal community. That's a powerful moment. You know what I mean? Whether we did anything, nothing but support that lady, she's got cancer beat and in remission because of this event, because the support team that comes out every single year, like Chris Justice, Bo White, and them guys from Granshaw, they come out there and they support. They don't come out there for money. They don't come out there for promotions or publicity. They come out there because people like Elizabeth Wilson and Cody Hooks out there.
Come out there to say hi to eBay.
Yeah, eBay.
eBay.
Love eBay. But at Metal Fest 3, and I'm not going to drop anybody's name, but we had an artist to come through the gate who just did not want to, didn't want to stop. For one, his wife didn't feel like donating to the cause. She got in a little argument with me about it, and I was kind of just going to say, all right, whatever, but she kept running it. And I told her that I didn't need their Kroger brand Aussie. Cost cut your way out my gate. Didn't need you. And the band stayed and played. I'm not going to mention names. The band stayed and played that evening, but she went back and got a hold of Wave 3, and the investigator slammed me. 90-second segment, 87 seconds trashed me, but the last 3 seconds he said, Mr. Ashbaugh's done nothing unethical to any of his cancer fundraisers. Yours truly, Eric Black. And I know everybody's in my interviews like, oh, you don't have to bring it up. You don't bring it up. I'm not afraid to bring it up. It's public access. You can go look at it. But we overcame that. The support team that I was talking about, Chris Justice, Mike Taylor, Jeff Childers, them guys, Alan, again, you can't stop. So that's why Metal Fest 4 came out in 5 venues, 2 days, all different genres, because we wanted to fight back and show, fuck Eric Flack. My bad. but you know, we've never let anything slow us down. We've never let anything stop us. And the one time that Metal Fest did stop, at Metal Fest 5, I got the Bullitt County Fairgrounds. We had what, Chris? 68 acts, I think, of all broads of genres.
It was the one time we changed the name of the festival from Metal Fest to Music Fest.
Correct.
Because there was so many different styles of music. Because we tried to expand it. We tried
bluegrass, jazz, hip hop, all that shit was wanting on. And it was wow, you know, and we're not talking just regular hip hop Joe down the road. We're talking Elephant Room, Bass Drum Aliens, Zebras in Public were there. I mean, it was a great event.
Well, on to what Chris said, don't ever count out expansion, man. Don't count it out. Maybe it was just a little bit too early for the jump, you know?
Well, we changed the date because the fairgrounds wouldn't accommodate the dates that we wanted. So we had to change the date. And when you have a festival that's on the same date for so many years, if you have to change the date, even like with the COVID thing that's going on right now, a lot of festivals had to change their date, and they're not faring very well. The same thing happened to us at 5. We changed the date, we changed the location, and it happened to be in October. And it happened to be the one time in October that it was 35 degrees. Snowed. But we still had campers. Ashley and all of them, they're still camping.
They're still camp. Yep, pros out there.
Just support, but it was like 35 degrees outside. The bands all still played. Nobody backed out. It was just.
And you know, there's a story about that too. Tim Flaherty, who we all know, a Louisville legend. Tim Flaherty was on the stage, and he was playing with an instrumental band called Underwater. And I remember him playing in fingerless gloves. And when his time was up, I remember him looking at me and he just freezing. See his breath. He goes, "One more? Do I have time for one more?" And I think I turned my head and cried because it was just so powerful. That man was out there freezing, but he wanted to get one more song for these people that needed that support.
We were all passing around hand warmers. All the guitar players were passing around hand warmers to each other, just trying to keep our fingers to circulation.
You gotta get the movement to play them strings, man.
Hey, it was whiskey and hand warmers all night.
Chris, you can't say that, bro. You're whiskey and fucking hand warmers all summer too.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
So hey, man, let's talk about a really good story that just I laugh every time I hear it, and I think it was at Metal Fest 3. A very good friend of mine and you decided to build a fire.
He's about Travis.
Yeah, Mr. Travis Furlong from Granshaw.
Me and Aaron were talking about that just earlier today, where we were trying to remember the exact time. Actually, that was Travis's first Metal Fest, and Travis had just joined Granshaw. Yeah, he had just joined Granshaw, and me and him it had just rained because we're always fighting the rain. We're always scared to death it's going to rain, and so far so good except for number one. But it rained earlier that afternoon, so everything was wet. So me and him spent about, I don't know, hour and a half trying to start this fire. We get it all, and we're just firing away at it, man. Lighters and sticks and beer boxes and gasoline, whatever we can do to get the damn thing started. We finally get it started, and this is an hour and a half, 2 hours into Metal Fest, so of course we're all drunk. So my wife comes through and says, "What's all this bright ass light?" She pours the beer all over the fire and puts it out for us. Travis said, "What the hell?" That's our manager. She's my wife. Don't worry about it. We'll get it started again.
Well, we need to give.
We'll get more gas.
Get more gas.
So yeah, and you know, in that interview on Metal Forge Radio, they even brought up when the fire broke out and the tree caught on fire. Do you remember that? What was that? Metal Fest 4?
That was 4. 3. No, it was 4. Yeah, it was 4. It was 4. It was 4 because I remember driving in and the entire oak tree was on fire.
Yeah, Amanda Dawn just turned around the corner. She said, "I remember that." I was like, yeah, it's hard to forget that one.
That was a sight right there. Yeah,
Johnny and Donnie. I didn't say that, did I? Yeah.
I still to this day don't know how the hell they put it out.
Coolers in the lake. I remember that. I remember them throwing ice cubes and then throwing their coolers in the lake and dragging water out. and which is another shout out to the metal community. You know, I was over trying to run that show. Overload was on the stage. A huge fire breaks out, and nothing to worry about. I mean, people jumped in there and had that fire out as quick as they could, and I made a hot dog. Yeah, I made a hot dog and roasted some marshmallows on it. But you know,
and you know, musicians, we're going to make the brightest thing out of the worst situation.
Well,
I've got video of it.
Let's take a quick pause from Metal Fest, and let's get to Rob. Let's hear a little bit from Mr. Rob, so he can get to his show that's going to be going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to tune in for that.
So why don't you go ahead and talk to us a little bit, Rob? What all you want to tell the viewers?
Well, like I said, I'm hosting a live stream every weekend called Cigars and Guitars. Usually I'm painting something. Are there going to be auctions or anything, Alan? We're going to auction off any door prizes or anything?
You know what? And it's funny that you said that. We have got, because of music go round out on Hurstbourne?
Hurstbourne.
I don't know.
Taylor Boulevard or Taylorsville Road.
Yeah. They have donated us a pink Fender Squire. And
hell yeah.
And it was pink, and they took it and polished it up a little bit. But you know, when my sponsorship found out that we had this pink Fender Squire, they wanted it. So you know, thanks to Imperial Tattoos, Amanda and Sean. Sean has decided to take it, and he's going to airbrush the logo on there for us. He's going to unveil that at Metal Fest 9, and we're going to auction that off. We're going to raffle some tickets away, and hopefully, and it's going to be cool, man. It's a beautiful guitar to start off with, but I can only imagine what Mr. Smallwood's got in store for it.
That's pretty awesome.
If he'd come up off his desk, we'd ask him, but he looks busy.
I will donate a giant door knocker.
A giant door knocker? Hey, wait a minute. Ain't that what we have Jeff for?
Now the cool thing is
what Jeff was for.
A lot of bands every year will do. They'll donate things too. We'll put in a basket, and we raffle off a band basket. So a lot of the bands that's on the bill will put in, you know, a couple things of merch. Last year, pretty much every band put in a T-shirt or a CD, anything that they had, which we really appreciate. You know, these are bands that are just like, yeah, well, they'll donate things, and then you know, it's for a good cause.
Yeah. I'll donate the giant door knocker. It's not done yet. This is what we have so far.
I love it. I love it, man.
I will paint a pink ribbon on it. I might even do some more. I've actually got really good. This is just fun. This was a prototype. I've got to start of one right here.
I would put that on my door. I'm not gonna lie. I would put that on my door.
This one's pretty cool though. This one, if you were on 4 or 5 hits of acid or a bunch of mushrooms, you can stare at this for a long time and be completely faint.
You're killing me, Smalls.
But this is the first part of the new giant door knocker. I'm going to paint a pink ribbon on it, and we can donate it and raffle it off if you want. You don't have to, but if you want to,
hey, we will do it, man. Anything to make $1 will help us. We love that, Rob. Thank you.
I think it's pretty funny. Yeah, it's fun. Or not funny. It's pretty cool.
I said I'd put it on my door. I would put it on my door.
Do you have a giant peephole?
Oh, you guys don't even know. I've ordered. I don't know if I should tell this part or not. I've ordered some breast milk suction cups, suction things. That's going to be what holds the door knocker. Put it right there.
Too funny, man.
You think I'm joking? Man? The only person that doesn't think I'm joking is Ed. Ed's like, you probably did. So we'll get that. We'll keep spreading the word about.
I would.
Huh?
I would totally put it on my door.
You would.
I said I would totally put that on my door.
I know you would.
I would. I'd definitely hang it in the studio.
So they'll be.
I would definitely hang it in here.
We'll get this. One thing I asked that I can put my little Etsy store on there, the little logo. You know,
I love it.
I really do have an Etsy store.
I got something.
Yeah, I know. Shameless self-promotion. I'm an asshole. Well, what the hell?
I'll pull this down real quick. Remember this, Alan? Let's see if you can see this. There we go. Can you see that?
Oh yeah, that was Metal Fest 6 rock. Yeah, man, that was I didn't even want to hide it. I definitely remember that rock.
It's got like all the bands that played Metal Fest 6 on here too.
Yeah, we shrunk all the logos down, put them all on that
That thing
rock.
is heavy as shit. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a great paperweight.
It weighs 15 pounds.
It's a great paperweight, or if somebody breaks in your house.
Now let me ask you guys something. How much are tickets?
How much are tickets?
Yeah.
You can get tickets in advance at Imperial Tattoos or through me for $20 in advance a piece. But that's for the entire weekend, $20.
That's for the whole weekend, right?
Correct. That you can come and go Friday and Saturday. Kids under 12 are free.
Okay. That's camping included?
And if you are a veteran or active service member, God bless you for one. And two is you are going to automatically have a discount at the gate.
Hell yeah.
We love our servicemen and women who protect this country and their borders, and we want to thank them. So, we want to give them a discount at the gate, so we recognize them and appreciate what they do for us.
Do they have
now let me go ahead and get the address.
With them? Do they have to bring their military or serviceman ID badge with them?
What is it now?
Will they have to bring their servicemen or their military ID with them?
Correct. Yes, with the military ID. Yes. But, really, if you're proud to be a serviceman or woman, you should have it in your pocket anyway.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we want to show our pride. We love our servicemen and women. They put up a lot. We want to show our appreciation for them. So, we want to give him a discount. Plus, Jeff's he's a veteran of the Navy, so we just want to show our appreciation for them guys. But
so what's the address?
3850 Beech Grove Road, Shepherdsville, Kentucky 40165.
Oh, so that's not far at all.
Not far at all. No, where you
that's
at,
not
Rodney?
far at all, is it? Oh no, that's not. So yeah, I mean that's just a few minutes down the road from everybody.
Oh yeah, well, yeah.
Except downtown.
Yeah, it's not called the Boondocks for a reason.
Correct. But once you get there, you're safe. You're on private property. We have all the necessities. We have first responders on site. I'm not selling drugs or alcohol. You're going to bring your own. Well, I mean, this is still
bring your own whatever.
Yeah, we're not checking you out, man. As long as here's the thing, and Chris will vouch. We've never had no real serious problem except for some of the locals, and knock on wood. But it's because we have one rule, and we enforce that rule to the fullest, and that's respect. If you have respect that there's kids at the show, if you have respect that there's elderly folks that don't smoke your marijuana, just step to the side, people. I'm not going to kick you out for smoking pot. Just go to the tree line. You know what I mean? I mean, it's about respect, and you respect them kids, and we'll have a great weekend. It'll be a good time.
And like I said, we've never had an issue with anything. Most people in the metal community, believe it or not, are pretty respectful.
They really are. Yeah. They really are.
The only fights are in mosh pits.
Fuck those cowpunk guys. They're assholes. That's Springlighter shit.
That's not altogether true. I'm from Eastern Kentucky, so.
We have another Eastern Kentucky.
Let me say this before I get out of here because I got to get ready for my Waddy Stock show. Springlighter is my band. You are right. I'm glad you said that. That's really flattering that you said that. Everybody's kind of heard of us around the Louisville area. But it's because we don't play out a whole lot. Those guys are teachers. They coach, and so when we do get together and put on a show, the people that do like us do come out for us, and I'm hoping they'll come out for this, and I think they will because it's really not far. Because I know some of them are watching right now, and
for all the Springlighter fans, well, we're excited to have you guys. We're excited to meet your people, and we're open arms welcome. Come on out. I want to hear some stories.
We just like to drink a lot.
That's okay too, brother. That's okay too. We got a safe place for you to do that at.
Man, I got to get up. I got to get ready for this Waddy Stock show. Thank you all for having me. Thank you so
Have
much.
a great show, brother. Thank you.
And I will keep promoting this on Cigars and Guitars. And we will seriously. If you want me to do something else with a giant door knocker, I mean, I'm not even playing around. I've got a whole bunch of these that I've been working on.
Bring him out, man. Bring him out.
We'll get with you.
Good having you, Rob. It's always a pleasure chatting with you, buddy. I look forward to
Thank
you
you
at
all.
Metal Fest, and I hope you.
Cold Steel Rail needs to get me some links so I can play them on Cigars and Guitars because you don't have any. Not only have my shirts,
get them, Rob.
I
Get them.
asked Jacob the other night. He's like, "No, we don't have any." Well, shit. No wonder I can't find any.
Sammy, you hear this a lot, don't you, Sammy?
They do.
Sammy.
Sammy. He left. He's like, all right, I'm done.
Only a little bit.
Hey, brother. Hey, remember I was telling you, there's a guy that you.
Tomorrow's featured artist is Caligula.
Awesome. They're playing Metal Fest 9.
Yeah, they're playing Metal Fest. Every artist on my show is playing Metal Fest 9.
Beautiful.
And I'm getting 300 plus views by the time it's done. So it's. I mean, I don't know why. I'm an asshole. But I make giant door knockers.
Well, thank you, brother, for everything you're doing for this event. We appreciate you.
Good luck.
Good night, everybody.
Later, brother. Thank you.
Go to the Whitey Stock Rocktober page when this is done, and watch my stupid little acoustic act because it really is stupid. So, see y'all. Love everybody.
Later, brother. So, yeah, Springliner on the bill. Wow. Mr. Justice, look, he got bigger.
So what I think we're going to do, guys, is we're going to cut to another quick commercial and pull up the Metal Fest banner again, pop you guys backstage, and then when we come back, we'll try to go through Metal Fest 5 and forward.
Awesome. I'm going to get a beer.
Awesome.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm going to get ink.
All right. Well, we'll have y'all back here shortly.
Awesome.
All right, brother.
All right. See you in a minute.
Fest 9, the Jeremy Wade No Cancer Fighting Weekend. 30 bands, 2 stages, 2 hellacious days. $15 per night or $25 for the weekend. Includes fishing and camping. Metal Fest 9, sponsored by Imperial Tattoos, the Bill TV Network, Dark Star TV, and Mike Taylor Sound. With special guest, Cold Steel Rail, Shovelhead, You're the Gun, 2-Pump Chump, Cross Joint, Overload, Juke Joint Revival, Fudge Knuckle, and SWP, Dustin Swagger, Nightshade, Celestial Serpent, Nothing's Wrong, Hidden Solace, Call Me Monster, Devil Be My Judge, Bastard Sons of a Judas Goat, Automalized Buried, E-Flat, Until the Dead Walk, Creature of Exile, Eulogy of Blood, Bradshaw, Lethian. Metal Fest 9 at the Boondocks Event Center in Shepherdsville, Kentucky. For more information, check it out on Facebook. Metal Fest 9, the Jeremy Wade No Cancer Fighting Weekend. Presented by Alan Ashbaugh.
Okay, everybody's back on.
I'm on
What's
top
up,
now.
everybody? Hey. The Brady Bunch. So, we was at Metal Fest, what, 4? 5?
5.
5.
4 we caught
Bro.
the tree on fire.
Yeah. But that, that was my birthday weekend at Metal Fest 5. It was still fun for me. I remember getting up there and doing Loser with Contraband.
I remember freezing.
Yeah, it was cold, brother. It was cold. It was definitely cold. But you
There's a
know,
lot of boots.
so we can talk about it. You know, I gave up, and I didn't give up. I retired for the moment. I wanted to go be a dad. Riley came. That was in October of 2014. Riley came January of 2015, and I just wanted to be a dad. In fact, guys, all I want to do now is be a dad. I miss my kid. I love my daughter, but she loves Metal Fest. And you know, I ask her all the time, you gonna go to Metal Fest, Daddy? Yeah, Metal Fest, Metal Fest. I can't stop. She loves it. And you know, when we came back out at Metal Fest 6, I was on the stage, which we didn't have enough legs at the time to put the stage in the air, so it was on the ground. And my daughter walks up to the stage, and she climbs on the stage, and she grabs me by my pant legs. She looks out at her mama, and she gave her some horns. And it was unscripted, and it wasn't nothing rehearsed or nothing, and it was just raw. And everybody went nuts over that. And I thought to myself, why does my daughter the only one that gets to have that enjoyment? Why can't the rest of these kids have that? So I remember being at 6, and Chris will testify, we just brought them all up on stage with me.
Oh, yeah.
And not only did I make friends that day with them kids, but it put something to the show. It added some flavor, some love, and the kids love it. The parents love seeing their kids up there. That's why Metal Fest does what it does, because it's all ages. We want to get them kids something to think about, a passion when they leave there, a memory. We want to touch their hearts.
Yeah, my son's been going since he was 13. Well, he missed the first 2.
Yeah.
And he's 20 now, and my daughter's been the last couple, and she's 12 now. So they
James
love going.
Zip. Let's talk about James Zip, my boy. Jay's stepson. I don't even know if that's not even his stepson. They're like family right there. But James came in with 2006, man, and he comes every year, and he brings somebody new every year with him. And it's pretty cool. I love having the guys out, and you know, the young ones. I hope we leave something with them that lasts.
We did a death metal SpongeBob version for his birthday out there.
Cool. So, but yeah, Metal Fest 5, I left, and then we did 6, and again, the metal community just opened up their arms, and they wanted it. You know,
that was
they
kind
wanted
of a return. That was a return show. That was because there was a good space in between 5 and 6. We had
2 years.
Yeah, we had kind of put it to bed for a little while because, like you said, he wanted to the family thing, and then you know we were kicking off a new band, so we were doing. I had other obligations at the time, so we just kind of took a moment in between 5 and 6, and then we moved it back to the Boondocks. 5, the last. After 5, it had to be a Boondocks. We found that out real quick. It wasn't really Metal Fest not being at Boondocks. It didn't feel right. So when we went back, it was like coming home.
And that's what we're doing this year. You know, last year was nice at Catfish Haven, and I really like the stage, and I like the way things were appearance, and I like the people. But you know, we get to go back home to the Boondocks this year, and I hope, you know, like Metal Fest 2 is Havoc on the farm, and that's what I want. I want to bring Havoc back to that farm one last time before, you know, it gets out of our hands and nobody gets to use that stuff anymore. It's a special place for me, guys. I was raised there. I remember the first time that, you know, the Mighty Dissension and all these guys come down from Metal Fest 1. They're like, oh, Alan, how long have you known about this place? All my life. Where have you been? But I mean, it's just Boondocks has always been there. So, you know, Chris jokes and says, you know, it feels like we're going home. Bro, I am going home. And you know, it's like going to my house and everybody's coming in, and it's like, welcome to my house. Come on in. And then they get there and it's like, oh, we're all family, so this is all just a great big home for all of us. And it's going to suck that one day it's not going to be there for us, but while it's there, we're going to take full advantage of it, and you know, we're going to have a great time and a good cause. And hold on. What's he doing? Oh, okay. I thought he was done. He ain't done. So And we just want people to come out there, enjoy being alive, enjoy your family, celebrate the lives of those who have fought. Win, lose, or still fighting. Just celebrate that fight because
it's a big barbecue with music. It's a big barbecue with live music. Everybody comes out and they do their cookouts with their families, and we have some beers. We all talk, and don't get me wrong, it's loud as shit.
And we got bouncy houses. You can bring a kayak or canoe down and jump in, and go around the lake on it.
We fish every year. Yeah, it's a good time. It's a beautiful spot. For anybody that hasn't been there, it's a beautiful spot. The stage even looks out. Oh yeah, the stage looks out across the lake. So when you're up there, it's beautiful scenery, man. It really is. It's a special place.
And I spend about a week and a half out there prior to the show, and I'm wanting that place to be like a state park. When you guys come in, I want you to enjoy it. I don't want you to have to worry about snakes and bugs and weeds and ticks. So we have we
had a chigger issue at 2.
We did have a chigger issue at 2.
Not just the band.
Huh?
Not just the band.
Oh no, everybody did. Trust me. That's why we put in that little extra this year and have the bug sprayers come in.
But everybody was pretty ate up with it. It was funny.
Yeah, well, we spray it down now, so we don't have that problem anymore. Sorry. I need a cigarette.
Dale.
Face mask on, so I was gonna beat you.
I don't want to get beat. So anyway, where we at? The Metal Fest 6, the return. That's where we had some bands that was on the first, but Society's Plague was at 7. Let's see, who was at 6? Luther, Ohm. I tell you what, Chris. Let's talk about a band that actually broke up this recently, that between 8 and 9, that was part of this event and was actually the turnabout of Metal Fest with Red Out of Lies, which turned into Left Your Body in the Woods to Lurking the Threshold.
Right.
Let's talk about Adam Spears and Nate and Tyler.
Those guys were in every single one except for the last one. Yeah, they played the last show. That was the very last show was there. Yeah, I mean a lot of the bands that we have on here have been at numerous Metal Fest because they come back every year because they love playing it and we love having them. Like Granshaw, Lurker. We had Ohm was at like the first 7 of those. Who else we've had? We've had
E flat.
E flat played the first one or second one. 3.
They played 3, 8, 4, and now 9.
We've had and like Mike's bands. Mike's just a sound guy. He's been a part of it. With bands like Fudge Knuckle, and he's been with
Surviving Stallion.
And Sailor's going to make a return with SWP. A lot of these guys, in some form or fashion, have been involved with Metal Fest for a long time. They've been out, through several different, incantations of the festival with different bands.
Okay, let's just drop this. Here's an exciting announcement. When E-Flat comes back this year to Metal Fest 9, it is an original lineup. Tim Flaherty, Todd Nelson, Stacey Hendricks, and the man himself, Rod Mack. That's an original lineup for E-Flat, guys. And Tim Flaherty has been with us since Metal Fest 1 with Andy Patera.
He's played in several different bands along the way. He was in he even did a Ramones cover band, and they played nothing but Ramones songs. Man, it was phenomenal. I mean, Tim's a just extremely talented guy, anyways. But like so everything he does. But he's had several bands that had played through all the Metal Fest as well. Like I said, there's a lot of guys that come to this, guys and gals, I should say, that they come here. We have attendees. It's been every single year that we've had it. And they look forward to it, and they come and because they know it's gonna be a good time. Guys like Creature of Exile, Johnny, the lead singer for them, has been in some form or fashion at all the Metal Fest. They've come through and
behind Beheaded, a lot of Johnny, Jonathan Massey.
and they bring their crews, man. They come with their fan base. They bring guys and girls and kids and Johnny and all them. They bring their kids, and a lot of the bands bring their families. It's like a really nice community. A lot of times that.
And I can't tell you how many little metal-headed nieces and nephews I've got because of this event. Some of them now are going on 7 years old, 8 years old. Tyler's little girl. I remember when she was born, and I mean, she's what, 8 now? I'm trying to think, at least about 8. I mean, they're family. I've watched these kids. Cadence, your daughter, your son, Mr. Justice. I've watched them grow up because of Metal Fest.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's an honor because I'm part of the family now.
Absolutely. You met him when he was 11.
Yeah. Imagine that. Good numbers, huh? So So this year we've got a special time on the stage Saturday at 2:00, and it's for survivors. It's for fighters, for people who've been through this and gave it hell and still battling. And I've got 3 special guests coming out. Brian Coyer's nickname's Tiny, battling lung cancer. My friend Melissa Brindley with breast cancer. And then I met a new friend. Her name is Hannah. And Hannah was excited to get on a platform to tell her story of victory over cancer. She's 7 years in remission, and she wanted to spread that love of how she beat it. And so we was talking, and then she hits me up last night. She says, Alan, is this guy Jeremy? No, does he have a sister named Jennifer? And I said, yeah, and a mom named Jane. They were friends when they were kids. Jennifer and Hannah and Jeremy and Jason were all friends with Hannah when they were kids. And now she's coming to this festival to speak on her behalf of fighting cancer, to find out that she's speaking for a man that used to be her friend that lost his battle.
Wow,
that's a powerful story there.
If you can't imagine this, so many people have got together on this, and so many coincidences this year. This can't be wrong. There's no way this could be wrong. There's too many people on this board. Oh, yeah. Snap, son! So my man just gave me the nod. He just gave me the nod. So Cole. So tell me, how was it like to rub my leg all day? He's kind of scrawny. So y'all want to check this out? Freshly done by Cole himself here at Imperial Tattoos. Y'all ready?
Bring it down. Can't see it.
Oh, darn it.
I lost it.
I can't. There we go. Look at that beautiful piece.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's gorgeous, man.
Why is that camera not focusing on the right?
It's showing it fine on our end.
Yeah, it looks good, man.
That looks great. Right. That looks great.
What'd he do?
Oh, we lost him. He'll join us back.
We lost him.
I didn't do it.
Here he comes. Well, he was. There he is.
He wanted to cry off camera is all it is.
I think set everything up.
All right, I'm done, guys. All right, man. Hold on. Let me look at this mirror over here.
It's off.
That's nice. All right. I don't know if y'all can see in that mirror.
That looks like a tattoo in a mirror, bro.
It looks like a tattoo in a mirror, huh? It's kind of backwards. My man Cole, he's the man. He's expecting money now, so I gotta go get that happening. But yeah, man. Chris, please. Never mind. We're gonna send somebody out to get that. While I have this moment, let me find my sponsorship and let's have a little chit chat with them. Okay. Well, I found part of them.
I know.
My sponsorship. I'm trying to find sponsorship here. One of y'all.
He went out the.
So, everybody out there, this is part of the team of my sponsorship.
Hi, Chris. Get everything out of your mouth.
Cancer sucks, man. I can't. There you go. So
I have license.
a muskrat went by. So Amanda here has been to many of the Metal Fest, and her and Sean decided this year to jump on his sponsorship. But Amanda's had her stories at Metal Fest too.
Oh God, I don't think they're okay to be saying.
We can say fuck cancer on here, so.
Aaron says hi, Amanda.
Free speak.
What, I came to Metal Fest 2, had cancer, had no idea I had it. By the time I came back to Metal Fest 4, cancer free. Everybody has a Jeremy story. I have one. I've lost my brother, just recently my uncle, my aunt. This year alone, since January, I've lost 5 family members to either colon, cervical, breast,
Stomach
cancer. It's awful. It's a great cause. I love seeing all my buddies, especially the justices. And
we all love the justices.
They're my favorite. But it's fun. It's a good weekend. Everybody's really cool and chill with each other. Everybody helps everybody out. And just, local music.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, my shirt. Death metal is the way to my heart. I love it.
So, while I got you here, Amanda, I don't know where your husband's at, but we all want to thank y'all for everything. From all of us at the committee and everybody that's coming out to attend this. It's y'all thinking, helping us out. We
y'all
appreciate
know
it.
we love you. Anything we can ever do, we'll do it.
Well, like I told Alan, eventually we'd like to have you guys on here talking about your all's business, and maybe we can get that set up.
Actually,
Awesome.
Sean did this one. Kurt.
That is still one of my favorite portraits ever because it's Kurt Cobain and it's on you. So I love it. And it needs to be touched up. You never came back for your touch up.
I know. I'm coming back. I have to get my sleeve finished. I got to get the sleeve finished.
We all do, man. Like,
everybody around here is trying to get some sleeves done. I show you Tony's looking like a stuffed pig over here. A man's cover, but yeah, they just finished up my ink.
is Mike on here?
No. Through Taylor?
Yeah.
No.
I still want to say thank you for helping me because we all know I had a real bad seizure at MF4? Into MF4, had a bad seizure. Whole show stopped. Everybody came and helped me. That right there, just when I woke up and I seen everybody not on stage and everybody around me, I was like, get back on stage. But I appreciate it. That was like a really great moment. It was shitty, but it was still great because everybody stopped what they were doing to help one of the local, metalheads out.
Oh, man, you're not just one of the local metalhead.
The community is so...
She said one of.
The community is so tight.
Yeah,
it's a very tight community that a lot of people just because the scene here has been so up and down in the last couple of years. Just music in general. Everything is online now and streamed. And we did a tour last year to Florida and back, and it's really different outside of Louisville now. A lot of these cities, Louisville used to be like this hotbed of metal and just music in general, just rock music and the whole nine. And you could see 100, 200 kids at any show. And it kind of dissipated over the years. And now with Metal Fest, you can see that there's still a community out there. There's still people to reach. There's still people that really want to see live music. And then they come to a good cause too. You put those two together and it's like, it's a great thing.
Yeah.
like a metal reunion. Everybody.
It is. You see a lot of people every year, and like we got to meet. I was telling Alan earlier that we've met a lot of people along the way because of this festival. Me, my wife, my bands have met great people along the way who've stayed friends. Since
two of them right here, Mr. Justice. We know what you mean.
Yeah. I met Aaron 3 times at Metal Fest 2.
Yeah. Right.
All right, we gotta go inside, but I'm sticking with you. Come on, let's walk in here. We gotta pay a bill. There's my tattoo artist is walking up from taking his cigarette break.
But yeah, so when you if you go out there, like it's Cold Steel Rail's first time playing.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
You're going to see exactly what we're talking about. It's actually like everybody's welcome with open arms. As soon as you go to the boot docks, after you find a place to park, and you just go through this little gravel trail, and you know you've entered a big open space, and you'll see the stage, and you'll hear the music, and you know that you're there. It's not like these festivals. It's an underground festival. It's like I said, a big barbecue. So it's not like you go to Louder Than Life and have to wait a gate, wait in a line, go through metal detectors. They pat you down like you're under arrest or something, and then finally when you get in, you have to walk thousands of yards just to go to see a stage. Here,
I'm really looking forward to it, man. I think it's going to be a blast.
It's one of the freest places you can go to, man. And that's the God honest truth right there. You go in and you feel like you can just you can walk around and just meet people, and anybody will talk to you. There's not anybody that doesn't want to talk to you. Everybody.
Oh no, they want to talk. They want to talk. They want to get their stories out. They want to talk about music. They want to talk about the cause.
It's always been one of my favorite things about the metal community, man. They're always one of the friendliest bunch of peoples that you'll
ever. Non-judgmental, passionate. I can't say enough.
You won't go without a beer.
We've come across that a few times. That's
good to know.
You walk into that festival, and if there's a cooler, most people are very, very willing to share.
Metal Fest is full of family, and that's what we're about. We want everybody to come in and know that they're welcome. We don't judge. We don't have a preference of your age or your color or your religion or your size or who your family members are.
It's a family.
And we become family. So, and just for the cause alone, man, cancer's affected us all. So, you can't ask for a better weekend of community networking, good music, good times, bouncy houses for the kids. We get fishing, campfires at night are always fun with the acoustic guitars, and all the guys from here, Imperial Tattoos, I think they're all coming out. They're all going to be out there, in full force, supporting the cause, promoting themselves, doing what we do, man. I mean, this is all a local show, 11 years worth of a local community put together that's stronger than fuck,
And we encourage that. Just because you're not on the stage playing, if you play guitar, if you sing, you bring it out. Because when the music stops on the stages, man, we all get around and we all play music still. It's music till the daylight comes up. And stories, and it's fun, man.
I plan on bringing my acoustic bass just for when I'm not up on the stage, just kind of hanging out.
Sitting by the
bass. He plays bass, y'all. He plays bass.
On the acoustic six string.
Sammy up here plays for Cold Steel Rail.
I'm a sucker for a bass. Too bad I'm married. I still watch it.
So, when for my next room. 6 days. All right, so she paid.
I guess.
I won't do your own one.
You can't haggle price after the fact, man.
Yeah. So, y'all, I want to say a big shout out to my man Cole here. He just put a beautiful piece of art on my leg up here at Imperial Tats. I want to thank him. We're fixing to head up out of here, but before I do, see if I can get just a moment with this young fella right here. I would like to introduce everybody, Mr. Sean Smallwood.
Hi, everybody.
Imperial Tattoos. Yeah, this is Sammy over here on the left, who plays the bass for Cold Steel Rail. This is Edward Schmidt with SOS Town Promotions.
This is my calmer half, y'all.
This is the man who he's airbrushing the guitar. He's sponsoring us. He's supporting us. He's got our back. And Sean, just with the front of everybody, I just want to say thank you so much for everything, brother. You're amazing.
Thank you.
So make sure you get a hold of Amanda, get your appointment set up down here at Imperial Tattoos. You see the work he just done on me, that Cole just done. Sean's the man. I've shown you his awards on the wall.
Chris has got some.
Chris has just showed it off.
I've already put it out there. Yeah. I got to come back, Sean. You're the man.
I'm gonna have to come down there and book me an appointment sometime soon.
Absolutely.
We also want to, Bourbon Time would also like to maybe come down and get you all to come on the show with them.
We could do that.
A segment with them.
I just got to find the time.
He's a busy man. So, all right, guys. Sean, brother, thank you for everything. Guys, fought cancer, man. I'll see y'all at the show. I don't know where Cole went to, but, man, yeah. All right, guys, I'm walking out the door. Sean, thank you.
Thank you.
All right,
All right,
so
guys.
what Metal Fest are we on now? As
It's
far
got a
as-
drink.
7. 7. I think we're at 7, 8.
We're at Metal Fest 7.
Well, let's
It broke
go
on
ahead
me.
and delve into that a little bit.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm rough on them. So Metal Fest 7 was a pretty good year. We had some guys to come back from the first show, like Society's Plague. That's where I met Bernardo, who we all met earlier from Wisconsin. The dude drove a Harley down to be a fill-in for a band, and little did he or I both know that they was just going to blow me away. Enter Decay come down, and they were amazing.
Yeah, they're a great band. Phenomenal. Great guys too, man. Great guys.
Tony, what's my number? Anybody know my phone number?
No, it's changed.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, you have it. I know you have it, I think. So,
Somewhere you just sent it to me.
no. But
502
502
953.
953 1157.
Yep.
I remember the last 4. Now, don't be calling after 2 in the morning unless you're a cancer patient, because I'll be stripping and shit. But I'll be stripping till 2. So, Tony, man, I'd love to take a picture, but that's just a little. Well, what are you doing? You been drinking?
No, I think I took a 5-hour earlier. It's what did me. I never bleed that much.
You right? Well, look at my man's shirt. Hey, Chris, remember these shirts?
I got one in there. I almost wore it on air.
I almost wore my Metal Fest 3 shirt, but I wanted to wear this one. It's a throwback. It's an original, probably 20-something-year-old Boondocks shirt that we put the logo on. Show the back of that for me. The original Boondocks Bar and Grill with the logo. For anybody out there that's paying attention, if you have a shirt or if your kid has a shirt and you want to get a cancer ribbon from Metal Fest put on there, and let's just say you want to get your aunt, your uncle's, your grandma's name, your papa's name, we can make that happen at the event. Right there on spot, we can put that loved one's name on there so they can ride in that shirt with you until that shirt's no longer. And to me, to have a shirt customized to my loved one's name is special. Luckily I have the ones that all of them say that Jeremy Wade no, but I think this year I'm going to have one made up just for my papa. I'm going to have the logo here, but then have my papa's name on that shirt, because cancer sucks, and it took him, and it's a good story to tell about too, because he was diagnosed in 1981 with 4 different stage 4s, and 27 years later, them same 4 cancers finally took him out. It's a fight. It's a story about fighting, and it's a story about support and keeping your faith strong where it needs to be. Jim Valvano said there's 3 things you need to do in a day. That you need to laugh. You need to bring your life into some excitement to where something makes you happy. You need to think. You need to sit in thought on what that is that makes you happy. And 3 is you need to bring your emotions to a tears, and so you know that life is coming out of you. To share the tears of whether joy or sadness or whatever, but to know you're alive. And there's 3 things that I think we all need to do every day, and that's take a moment to appreciate the fact that we do have laughter still left in the world. We can find some joy and happiness. We also have the moments of sitting thought about what made us happy and emotionally discharging on that. I do it at Metal Fest every day. I wake up and I want to make somebody smile because they know we have their back. I want to think about who I'm supporting out here and who we're trying to fight for. And emotionally, I'm discharged by this on a daily. I cry for these people that are scared, that don't know where to turn to look for help. And like I was playing this the other night, there's these people that are facing this cancer that are scared. They're in a dark room, guys. And I hope in this dark room of fear from this disease, they see a little candlelight. All right. And I hope they walk towards that candlelight, because when they get there, they're going to find out that really what they're looking at is a shit ton of campfires down at the Boondocks and a bunch of metalheads down there giving it their all to let them know that we got a light lit for them. that we care, that we spend time and thought about them. And every year we get together and we celebrate that fight.
It's about strength, man. And you nailed it right there. That was a good speech.
Yes,
Yeah,
it was.
Exactly what it's about. That's exactly what it's about. It's like
We just want to spread. We want to share hope. Beyond the adversities of how ugly and diverse and divided we are in this country today, there's a common fear that we all fear, and that is the fear of cancer.
That's very
So let's put a flag in the ground at 3850 Beach Grove Road and help me gather together and show our support for those who are scared. Let's build that campfire to make that lighter bright, make that little bright light just gleam in that dark room for them people, because they need that. No, we might not be able to save them, but if we can be that shoulder that they can lean on, then we've done a job that nobody else has been able to do, and that's support. I'm sorry. I get a little emotional. I get a little wrapped up in that, but that's what I feel. I know Chris and I know Sammy. I know you guys come out and you throw your talent out there, and I appreciate that, because I've tried standing on the street corners and preaching how early detection is the key to beating cancer. And guess what, people? They don't listen to me on the street corners.
Well,
I've got to get on a platform where eulogy and blood. I've got to get on a platform where eulogy and blood and Cold Steel Rail and Dustin Swaggart and Springliner and Celestial Serpent and E-Flat are gathering to gather their people. They gather them out there, and that gives me that platform to explain how if you get to that doctor and they catch that, then you don't leave your mom and daddy hurting. You don't leave your kids sad because mom or dad ain't there no more.
Well, trust me, we are all glad to be a part of it. Trust me.
Yeah. Thank you for including us in 9. We are so looking forward to it.
This is going to be an amazing event this year. Me and Chris have been at this for this will be our 11th, and every day I wake up and I work on this. First thing I say is, I check on my baby girl, make sure my Riley is okay and she's happy at the day. And then my second thought is, how am I going to tell people about these amazing guys down there in Louisville who are throwing down some metal tunes that are this July going to sweat their asses off for a cause for people that they haven't met yet in this world?
Then he calls me, and I call him back 3 days later.
Very true. Very true. So, which brings us to that 3 days later at Metal Fest 8.
Commercial break. Run that commercial again. Come back. Bring the ball.
It's what?
Shut the Metal Fest story.
So, I think we're almost done.
That's what I'm saying. We're going to run the commercial one more time and then do the end.
Alan, you want me to run that commercial again one more time?
Chris? Yeah, let's run that commercial again.
All right, well, we'll run it again, and then we'll bring you back, and
we'll wrap this up with an 8 and 9, and I'll be able to piss while this commercial's going. I'm out here doing a pee-pee dance now, guys.
All right, we'll run this commercial, we'll bring you back, and we'll continue the story from there.
All right, brother. Thank you.
All righty.
Just be like, I got pretty, Alan's still ugly, huh?
Drop him. I don't think we want to see him piss.
I don't think YouTube allow that, man.
Fest 9, the Jeremy Wade No Cancer Fighting Weekend. 30 bands, 2 stages, 2 hellacious days. $15 per night or $25 for the weekend. Includes fishing and camping. Metal Fest 9, sponsored by Imperial Tattoos, the Field TV Network, Dark Star TV, and Mike Taylor Sound. With special guest, Cold Steel Rail, Shovelhead, You're the Gun, 2-Pump Chump, Cross Joint, Overload, Juke Joint Revival, Fudge Knuckle, and SWP. Dustin Swaggart, Nightshade, Celestial Serpent, Nothing's Wrong, Hidden Solace, Call Me Monster, Devil Be My Judge, Bastard Sons of a Judas Goat, I'm Lies Buried, E flat, Until the Dead Walk, Creature of Exile, Eulogy of Blood, Bradshaw, Lethian, Metal Fest 9 at the Boondocks Event Center in Shepherdsville, Kentucky. For more information, check it out on Facebook. Metal Fest 9, the Jeremy Wayne No Cancer Fighting Weekend. Presented by Alan Ashbaugh.
You want to smoke a blunt?
Okay. So do you want to, or do you have one?
Yeah, no, we're gonna.
Do you have one? Cool. I want to look at your truck too.
Alan, you done pissing?
Huh?
Are you done pissing?
We don't want to see your piton.
You don't want to see my what?
Piton.
Did you get a ribbon tattooed on that too?
Your little PP. We don't want to see.
Oh yeah, no, I had to go pee pee. I'm done now.
Put that thing away.
Hey, we're gonna smell. Y'all
I
ready?
think he got too far away from his Wi-Fi signal.
Yeah, he got it fried up, didn't he? There he is. Kind of, sort of.
Hi, y'all. So, Metal Fest 7, right? Is that where we're at?
8.
Metal Fest 7. Yeah. No, 8. You're right. We went to Catfish Haven. And of course, you know, there's one thing about Metal Fest is it never fails. We always compete with something. Lollapalooza one year.
The fair.
Yeah, man, it was in jail at 7.
Kentucky State Fair.
Yeah, I mean, we've always had a competition. This year's no difference. We got the convention center having the tattoo thing on the 24th and 25th over here, and Sean is a featured artist, and they turned that down to come to Metal Fest to support the cause, man.
That's pretty awesome.
You can't even ask for more. That's amazing.
Yeah,
so
that's for them to do.
Yeah, and he didn't even come to 8. Sean has not yet been to Metal Fest. Amanda has, and I've tried showing him the videos. But what he has done is he's opened up an avenue of local support now from not just tattoo parlors, but from others. Like now, Bullitt County supermarkets want to jump in and help out too, which we need their help right now. There's other little mom and pop stores that are jumping in now because they're seeing that Sean Smallwood, Imperial Tattoos, Ville TV, Dark Star TV are jumping on to make something happen. So I can't even be more appreciative of anything or anybody.
Yeah,
it's just
this
cool
festival
to have this.
This festival is generally put together by donations. I mean, it's a whole
correct.
It's all donations and sponsorships and bands volunteering their time, and this is when I say community, that's what it is. It's these guys really just everything is a volunteer thing. That's what makes this thing so great. It's which is why we don't go for big bands. We're not trying to bring in Hatebreed. We're not trying to bring in some of these national. Can I say that without getting in trouble? Is that a copyright issue?
I don't know.
We're not trying to bring in any of the major label acts. I should say that, but we've had opportunities to do that. But we want to keep.
Got a hold of a couple of them. I'm pretty sure some of them would join on that.
We like to keep it. We like to keep it local and underground because it also gives them an opportunity to be in front of people who really want to hear music. Yeah, all the people that come to our show it's about the music and community and cancer awareness and telling their stories and stuff. So the bands that are there and the bands that we do get just really want to be there. It's not a tour stop for them.
Yeah, they want to be with us.
It's their home. It's them putting back in something and them being allowed to
when I got here
play their music locally for a good cause instead of just like I said, a tour stop. It's not a tour stop. And a lot of these major networked bands that I've played a lot with, a lot of the shows, they don't even know what city they're in when they're in there. That's not what this show's about. This show is about the community and bringing awareness to our metal community. And now with the interwebs and all that good stuff going on now, we can actually broadcast it nationally. And it shows that our little metal community here in Louisville, Kentucky, and the region, we're not just out there for this. We're out there for reasons, causes, for meaning. And I think that's why we try to keep it underground. We try to keep it local. We try to keep it, and I say local, I just mean underground. Because like I said, we've had bands from 6, 7, 8 hours away come and play. When I mean local as just it's not monetary. It's not monetary for anybody that plays the show. It's more about their opportunity to get out what they need to get out.
Yeah.
It's a very special platform. Not saying that major label bands don't have that as well. I'm not trying to take anything away from major networks. I'm just saying that this right here gives the local bands a bigger stage to play on and a bigger avenue for them to tell their story. Those major bands, they've got plenty of avenues. We're trying to give it to the underground guys.
Hell yeah.
That makes perfect sense.
Well, and you're the guys that come out. I try to explain it like you're that militia behind the oak trees. You're that underground army that's ready to fight. Yeah, I mean, you've got national bands that are out there doing the same thing we're trying to do. I promise you, they're throwing money at it. We're throwing our hearts, our souls, and our passion. There's a kind of a difference to me on that. Yes, them guys can throw all the money they want at it. It ain't changing nothing. But you guys are throwing heartfelt passion on the stage, and people are reacting to this. People are getting this. They need that. So, with that being said, I try to tell everybody every year, the heroes of this show is the local and regional touring bands. They're the ones that come out there and drop it all on the line for me to get up there for, 15 minutes a day to say, fuck cancer.
Yeah.
This is why. But, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have talked to my buddy Chad up there in Ohio with, the myfreeohio.com, where they're legalizing medicinal up that way. I got a hold of him now, and now he wants to bring me up August to speak to 40,000 people a day for a festival he's got up there because of this local community reaching out and making this thing spread like a wildfire. I had an interview with a guy in Phoenix, Arizona. That same commercial you've been playing throughout this segment is on Crossfire Radio. It's on Cranium Radio. It's Splatter Tribe. So many people have reached out and spread this thing that I'm just, and you can ask Chris this every year. I'm like, man, something's got to go wrong, or I'm just not doing. I'm not doing nothing right now, guys. I'm doing interviews. Of course, they're 3 and 4 a week, but I'm doing interviews.
Yeah.
Nothing else is going wrong, man. It's just like it's perfect. And I hate to try to jinx it. In fact, I'm going to knock on this wood right here. But it just seems almost too perfect. So, listen, guys, we got to wrap this. My phone is about to die. We're at 2 hours. But, Metal Fest 9, let's finish it off with this great show we got lined up. This is mine and Chris's 11th anniversary, along with a lot of others. We're going to celebrate that weekend. But over 30 acts, bouncy houses, camping, fishing, all ages. Bring your own buzz. July 24th, 25th, 3850 Beach Grove Road, Shepherdsville, Kentucky. 100% of the net proceeds after that show's paid off goes straight to the V Foundation, where every penny of every dollar goes to work. So you're welcome to come check out my book with all the receipts and all the love that has been shared from, everything from the V Foundation to local support around here.
You actually
What is that?
You actually showed that to me at the Doug Benson show.
Yeah, there's a lot of love and a lot of memories in that, and Chris Justice makes up 90% of that book too.
I've got
my brother.
Most of the banners. I think I've got a banner from everyone except for one, and I don't have one from 8, but I've got banners from just about all the other ones.
I've got every banner except for one because there was no banner at 1.
Right.
So, and that's something they will be on display at the Boondocks on the inside behind the stage. We will have all the banners. And please feel free to come up, sign your name to them, please. I'm going to leave these when it's my turn to go. I will leave all my banners to my daughter. She's what I got. And, you know, I would like to show her these people that came out and supported her daddy and the cause, and maybe she can one day take them and flip that around and do her cause.
That'd be awesome, man. Well, I'm going to go ahead and say I appreciate you joining us, both of you guys. I know y'all have given us a lot of your time tonight. Appreciate having y'all on and y'all joining us here to go ahead and promote this festival and get the word out about the cause.
Guys, I love everybody. I thank y'all for your time and letting me and Chris get this story out. It's a long time in the making, and I'm speaking for me and I think the rest of the committee. We're not even close to done. I mean, I'm not going to quit on nobody.
There's many more to come. There's too many bands that want to get their word out. I mean,
this is my first one. This is my first one. You can't stop here.
Well, you know what? Because of a huge generous donation that I'm glad all this is brought up, because I need to give this shout out. A huge generous donation. Our stage is now paid for and is ours. We now have a 24 by 12 foot stage that is mobile, that now belongs to the Metal Fest committee. That will be available for local artists to use. But we want to thank Brett Marshall and the band from Oak Dage. They kind of stepped back off the bill, so they wasn't quite ready yet, but Brett still jumped up and went straight to the bank, dropped out a huge chunk of change, and paid for our stage. So a huge shout out to that guy. You know,
thanks, Brett. You the man.
You are the man, man. And it's a beautiful stage. Jeff Childers is going to build it for us, and it's mobile. So, you know, when Cold Steel Rail or Eulogy and Blood says, hey, man, I know this place is going to have this throwdown. We need a stage. Well, you know, ours is paid for, and it's going to be sturdy and built for the ages. So, you know, hit me up on that later on after Metal Fest. But
appreciate you having me on, guys. It was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, get with us, man. Like I said, we'll get your band on here and have y'all's own segment too.
Absolutely, absolutely, be awesome, man.
A quick shout out to the bands that are not on the commercial.
Yes. You were not forgotten. Just the time was running. I mean, it's a long commercial now.
I sent you like the old version, and I need to get you the new version.
Yeah, you're the guns no longer on there either.
I left out Mark as well from Metal Forge, and I want to give a shout out to Mark. And I apologize, Mark.
Yeah, hey, and if you didn't get to check out that Metal Forge interview is on my wall. You can go check it out, Chris. There's a lot of shout outs to you on that too, brother.
Yeah, Mark's awesome, man. Mark's a great guy too.
Guys, fuck cancer. Please get your checkups when you can. Don't hesitate. Don't think about it. Just make sure you get them checkups, because the only way I can ever get this to be slowed down even more is by catching it in early stages. So my plea to everybody is, you know your own body. You know the people that are around you that you love and that love you. Think about them and how this will affect them if that mole is more than just a mole. So why don't just right now go get it checked out for your peace of mind, their peace of mind, and the future. That being said, man, fuck cancer. And Ashbaugh is, as usual, this is me, Ashbaugh, out July 24th, 25th, Metal Fest. See y'all there.
See you there.
Chris. Love you guys.
Be good, man. Be safe. Take care of that tattoo.
Later, man.
Hop over and watch Rob Lyons live stream. He's live right now. If you all
as soon as I get this thing on a charger, man. But I got to step away to get it on a charger, bro. It's about to die.
Catch y'all later.
Later, man.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate this opportunity.
Later.
Later, guys.
All right, so that was a good one. Really enjoyed the story. It's a long story to tell. I appreciate all the viewers that we had and anybody that stuck with us. All the support really helps. Very, very much appreciated.
And I wanted to give a shout out to the artists that are performing inside on the third stage, because they're not really mentioned in the commercial too much. Abby Henderson is going to be starting it off on Friday night, followed by Clover Creek Bastards, The Dead Letterman, Caligula, Gravel and Spiders. And then on Saturday night, I believe we are starting out with Doug Pinson. Yeah, Doug Pinson, Louis Brangers, Bill Siddons, Brandon Cox, Mothrog, Springliner, FBA, Resferber, the Deadly Dares, Death Mountain Spiders, and Straight Laced. These are 3 stages filled with killer acts, and we are so looking forward to all of them. I'm going to be running back and forth. I'm going to be losing my hair. Oh, wait.
We'll be doing a little live streaming in between shows and in between sets, talking to different artists at Metal Fest
and audience members.
We
want to hear your all's Jeremy Wade No story. We want to know why you were there.
You come out to the Metal Fest, y'all will have a chance to speak with us, and you'll probably end up on our show. So we look forward to seeing everybody out there, and we hope you all have a blast. Thank you all for joining us for another episode of Bourbon Time.
Hop on over to the Waddy Stock Rocktober page and give Rob Lyon a listen and give him some love. Let him know we sent you. Peace out, everybody.